All right, for our guest for episode 3, we have probably someone that you may know across the dining hall, plaza, everywhere on the SAC campus. Please welcome Dean Nastari.
Woo!
Hi, Mr. Nastari.
Wow, what a welcome! Thank you.
I'm a little nervous for this interview, but I think thank you again for taking.
Why would you be nervous?
I don't know. I might say something that might slip out.
And then I put you in detention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. But
I think you're gonna be okay.
All right, I'll try my best. First of all, happy belated Halloween.
Yeah, thanks.
And also happy All Saints Day.
Kind of glad Halloween's over.
Yeah,
It's a little bit crazy around here on Halloween.
Moving on to your job specifically at SAC. Yeah. This is your 3rd year. Fourth year. Mm-hmm. Well, at least it's shorter than Mr. Saz's.
Yes.
You started out as the assistant dean,
yes.
Dean assistant, and now to co-deans now, which is a big difference, obviously. So what's it like in a day in the life of your job specifically?
Day in the life.
Day in the life.
Well, let's see. I mean, my days are different. I think that part of being a dean is that both Mr. Salzo and I always have to be, that's why we have walkie-talkies. We always have to be ready for anything that might come up. So there's always kind of that element of surprise. But mostly our jobs is to make sure that our students are safe. So obviously I'm in the dining hall every day, just circling around, making sure, kids are in dress code and not cutting and all of that.
You're in dress code.
You're in dress code.
Right,
yes,
right,
very much so.
Yeah.
You went above and beyond with the tie. Good job.
Extra credit,
Extra credit for sure. You got credit, like detention credit. I love when people do that. Can I have extra credit? And then, so when I get detention in the future, I'm like, no. And then obviously after school, I do detention every day. And then I do have other things going on. I'm part of a wellness group this year. We're looking at mental health of our students, and that's a passion of mine, is addressing our mental health concerns, because what I see is underneath all of the issues that come up in my office, even if it's a tardy or dress code or behavioral detentions or cell phones, there's usually something underneath it. And so that's the part of my job I like, is when I get to work one-on-one with kids or families and get to kind of address some bigger issues.
With that much responsibility every day consistently at this school, is it stressful? I'm assuming it is. You've been doing this a long time with Mr. Sazo. So. Yeah,
I was a dean before that too. So I'm on my 8th year of being a dean. Yeah, it is. It's stressful. No 2 days are alike. It's not. I don't sit much. I usually eat standing up. When I'm eating in the dining hall. Yeah, that's usually my lunch. But I mean, I like the busyness. I'm somebody that likes to be busy, so I like that part of it. But yeah, it can be stressful, overwhelming. Sometimes, I don't feel like there's enough time in the day, and I'm also a parent, so, I have that going on for me at night. But it's, I do enjoy my job. Some of you might not think I do, but but I do.
There's just so many kids at this school.
There are so many. At my former school, I knew everybody's names, and here, I don't know that students know this either, is I actually, by seniors, usually I have a good grasp. I almost have the whole class, I think. But I study, we get what's called our own Facebook. It's an actual Facebook where we have all the pictures of all the students, and I just got mine today from this year, and I will study it.
How many kids do you know then for this school?
Name by name?
Yeah, by name.
I'd say between 400 to 500.
That's a good amount. That's really
not 50%, but close. But close. And sometimes I know the faces, and then I know the names, but I haven't put the two together. So then that's why I look at the book. It helps me. And it helps me to be able to identify students by name. And I don't like just saying, hey, you. If I'm in the dining hall, I want to be able to call out your name and say.
Does a dean usually have a good list and a bad list of kids who are
naughty and a nice list?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say good and bad. I would say there are students that push. That's how I define it. That push boundaries. That I had one today where I came off pretty, apparently to the rest of the group, pretty harsh. But there's always a lesson in there. I feel like one thing I say to students is it sounds terrible when I say it, but there's a reason for it. I'll say, I don't really care how you feel about me. It sounds like a terrible thing to say, right?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, that
A little bit,
kind of
yeah.
sounds harsh.
Right?
But yeah.
Well, because I know that my job isn't to be your friend, right? My job isn't, I'm not on the same level as you, but my job is bigger than that. I'm also trying to help students understand the rules and the things, structures, things we have in place here are for your good. You're going to carry what you learn here into your next school, into your job, into your life. So if you're pushing back against something like a cell phone, which happened today, right? If you're pushing back against me,
Yeah.
I'll say, I can see it all over the face and the body usually of how somebody feels about me, okay? And I'm not trying to make friends here, but what I'm trying to teach is that no matter how you feel about me, I shouldn't know it. That we're gonna have people in our lives that we might not like, that, you know, but you have to maintain and uphold the rules and be respectful and kind no matter what. That is a lesson that you will carry into your career, into college, and so forth. That's what's going to benefit you. That's why I say it doesn't matter. You know, obviously, if I wanted people to like me, I wouldn't be the dean. Like, that's not the job you choose.
Exactly.
Like, ooh, that sounds great. You know, but me, I see what I try to look at as kind of the bigger lessons that are on journey and what we're trying to do here at Sacred Heart Cathedral.
So previously you talked about how you were a dean before you came to Sacred Heart. So besides that, what's another job that you have worked in your past that you enjoyed?
I've had quite a few. Well, I've been a teacher for a very, very long time. I was a stay-at-home mom at one point, so I did that too. I think the thing that I loved most, and some people know about me, is that I choreographed dance. I have a background in dance. I majored in dance in undergrad. Yeah, I choreographed, you know. I choreographed for over 20 years in Mercy High School in San Francisco in their dance program.
Wow.
And so I miss that deeply. I have choreographed a little bit with musicals here, but really I'm kind of a modern dance choreographer, and that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I still have some small performance stuff happening in my background. I was in a show last year. So that's something that I absolutely love, but it's a little hard with my job here to do.
Do you think you're better than Miss Wexler?
Oh, no way! She's an incredible teacher, so I would just, you know, it's something that I have a passion for, and so if I get to dabble a little bit here and there, then I'm very grateful for that.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Very humble, very humbling. If you were given the opportunity to either like teach a class for like a full-on semester, like what you said you were a teacher,
Yeah.
Or coach a sports team or be an instructor for a dance team, what subject or sport or
Shaking out your head.
There is no sports team that I should ever, or will ever coach, because
okay.
I was a PE teacher also for many years, and a lot of people don't know that about me. I was a PE teacher and wellness teacher, and as a most PE teachers are what? Coaches, right?
Coaches, yeah.
Athletes.
Yeah.
Well, I was a PE teacher that I'm athletic, or maybe I'm not athletic. If you don't, I don't know. Let's not get philosophical about athletes. I think dancers are athletes in their own rights,
Yeah.
but I'm passionate about fitness. I'm a runner. I like to work out. I love yoga, and I'm a trained yoga instructor as well. So I would teach yoga. I would love to teach a yoga class.
I think we do have a yoga, like kind of like a
Could
small...
they drop in? Yeah,
they
and I
drop-
might be possible maybe second semester for the freshmen. I might drop in and do some of the yoga instruction there. So I wouldn't coach. I also like fitness. Like I like to work out, but it doesn't mean you don't have to be an athlete to be athletic or that.
Exactly.
There's a distinction there, right?
There's a huge
Which is why we
difference.
have a fitness center. Kids work out because they don't necessarily need to be part of a sport. So I like anything kind of in fitness. I enjoy that a lot. And the other thing I love is I wouldn't, someday I love the mindfulness class that's offered here. Lasallian Vincentian leadership class is really awesome.
All the senior
So there's some of the
electives.
senior selectives. I would love to do something like that. But again, with my job, it makes it a little difficult to do.
So out of all those jobs, do you like being the dean the most? Like, is that like your favorite number one job so far, if you would say? Or,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's the thing I love
Mhm.
the most. I feel like I've found,
Mhm.
we say our calling or what God calls me to do, but I really feel that, and I felt that even most here at Sacred Heart Cathedral. I love being here at this school. So, because this community to me is, I've been at 4 schools. This is by far just the most loving, caring, just kind of joyful community I've ever been at. And I went to SI, so.
You went to SI?
I did. Look at his face. Wow. Did you see that?
No,
I went to SI. I know.
It's surprising because not only Mr. Nastari went to SI, but also my bio teacher went to SI.
There's quite a few of us now. There's some more people
Miss Cecilia went to SI as well.
Yes.
They're slowly migrating over there.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like the alumni from SI that come here, they're just spies, you know, they just like
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm
just going back.
They just look at our academic curriculum and SI just like, you know,
no, it's quite the opposite. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad my children are here at this school.
Oh yeah, okay,
so
that's
complete 100% Sacred Heart Cathedral.
And final question of the day.
Yes.
Will we be expecting you to see you at the Bruce Mahoney for the girls basketball?
Of course. Right in the front.
Right in the front.
Breathalyzer in my bag. Don't you know that? Everyone knows that. I always have it in my bag.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yes.
There it is. We'll see Mr. Nastari at the Bruce Mahoney basketball team. Don't do anything stupid, lads. Mr. Nastari, thank you so much.
And if anybody is interested in being a dean, you know, just come and talk to me. No, okay. No, what I want to say, because you asked me a lot about being a dean. Last thing I want to say is it's really important that you let your life take you where it's going to go. I majored in dance and psychology. I could not have known that I was going to go in this direction. So you can't know now. Let life take you, and just, you know, go one step at a time, especially seniors that are kind of worried about next year. Just let life take you, and, you know, you'll find what you're supposed to do. So.
Very philosophical.
Oh.
Maybe you should be an ethics teacher.
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
We have such good ethics teachers, though, so, you know.
Well, it doesn't hurt to include one.
All right. Who
Exactly.
knows? Well, thanks. Yeah, maybe I'll ask you next time I'm looking for, like, a career choice. I'll be like, hey, can you help me out?
I'd be honored.
Maybe that's your calling.
Maybe.
Right?
An advisor.
Right?
An advisor.
Careers.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Mrs. Nastari.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
That's it.